Welcome to this exploration of exception handling in Kotlin. Today, we'll uncover why Kotlin made the deliberate choice to eliminate checked exceptions, a feature that Java developers are very familiar with. Understanding this design decision will help you write better Kotlin code and appreciate the language's philosophy of developer productivity. Let's start with Java. In Java, certain exceptions are classified as checked exceptions. This means the compiler forces you to either handle them with a try-catch block or declare them in your method signature using the throws keyword. Here we see a method that reads a file. Because FileReader can throw an I/O exception, Java requires us to declare throws I/O exception in the method signature. If we don't, the code simply won't compile. While checked exceptions were designed with good intentions to force developers to handle errors, they created a significant problem in practice. Developers often wrote empty catch blocks just to satisfy the compiler. These empty handlers lead to silent failures where exceptions are caught, but nothing meaningful is done about them. The infamous to-do handle later comment rarely gets addressed, and errors disappear without a trace. This defeats the entire purpose of exception handling. Kotlin takes a radically different approach. All exceptions in Kotlin are unchecked. This means you never need to declare them in your function signature with a throws clause. The same file reading operation in Kotlin requires no exception declaration. The code is cleaner and more concise. The compiler won't force you to handle exceptions, giving you the freedom to decide where exception handling actually makes sense for your application. Kotlin's design philosophy prioritizes two key principles. First, developer productivity over forced handling. The language trusts developers to make intelligent decisions about exception handling rather than imposing rigid compiler rules. Second, handle exceptions where it makes sense. Not every layer of your application needs to catch every exception. Often, it's better to let exceptions propagate to a central error handling mechanism rather than scattering try-catch blocks throughout your codebase. Now, this doesn't mean you can't or shouldn't handle exceptions in Kotlin. You absolutely can and should handle them when appropriate. Here's an example of a safe file reading function. We wrap the file operation in a try block and catch the I/O exception if it occurs. When an error happens, we log the error message and return null to indicate failure. Notice how try-catch in Kotlin is an expression, meaning it returns a value. This makes exception handling more elegant and functional in style. Let's talk about best practices for exception handling in Kotlin. First, use the result type for recoverable errors. Kotlin's result class provides a type-safe way to represent success or failure without throwing exceptions. Second, document exceptions in k.comments. Even though you don't need to declare them, documenting which exceptions a function might throw helps other developers use your code correctly. Third, handle exceptions at appropriate boundaries. This typically means at architectural boundaries like API endpoints, database access layers, or user interface components. Here's the key takeaway. Kotlin trusts developers to handle exceptions when and where appropriate, rather than forcing it everywhere. This design choice reflects Kotlin's pragmatic philosophy, removing ceremony and boilerplate while empowering developers to write clean, maintainable code. The absence of checked exceptions makes Kotlin code more concise and readable, while still allowing you to handle errors properly when it matters. Thank you for watching, and happy coding in Kotlin.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.